speak up your mind, oh. Want you to speak up, speak up. Yeah. Speak up your mind, oh. Want you to speak up, speak up. Speak up your mind.
Hi guys, this is Amara, and today on Speak Up with Ebony Podcast Studio, I am here with special guests, and we will be discussing about, is DNA test important in a family, in a happy family, right? So I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves, and then we get right straight into the video. So on my right hand here, I have
Hannah. I am a property consultant here in Dubai.
and I also have
I'm Kingsley, property consultant, so here in Dubai.
and here with me I have
My name is Rachel Adefioye. I'm an insurance practitioner and I'm into logistics. You want to carry your work, your goods everywhere, or shipments, you can actually contact what they do.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today in the studio. And
Thank you.
the topic we're about to discuss today is something that is quite important, and it's being overlooked, and it's being misinterpreted by a lot of people, right? So to get right into this video, to get right into this episode of our podcast today, I'm going to be asking you guys a question, right? When you hear DNA tests, what emotions comes up? Is it security? Is it fear? Is it trust, or is it doubt? Miss Hannah, you would want to answer all that for us.
Yeah, sure. When you speak about DNA, in my opinion, it has to do with trust.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel if we're speaking about a happy home, I don't think there's any need for a DNA test
Okay.
unless there's been a reason for a level of mistrust, and then of course maybe the man begins to question the paternity of his kids. Then perhaps how do I put it, to solve the issue, then a DNA actually needs to be conducted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Casey, do you agree with what Miss Hannah just said?
Actually, to some extent, but I have my own personal opinion for a happy home. I think it is mandatory for you to have a DNA test.
Okay.
You know, because to be honest, in the world,
Anything can happen.
aside from anything happening, I can tell you for free, DNA test makes the home happy.
Okay.
At least,
In your opinion,
yes, you'll be rest assured that
Richie Gold, can you agree with what Mr. Richie is saying?
Yeah, for Mr. Kingsley, and actually, I want to digress a little bit.
Okay.
I would say DNA is not just coming from now.
Mm-hmm.
If you check back down to our traditional homes where you have some certain cultures, you see when they give birth to a particular child, they tell you have to go through this traditional rites, you understand? But now it's now westernized, you understand? So we begin to bring in DNA into forward and we begin to see like, so for me, I actually agree with Mr. Kiss. It's not about trust. It's just about going through the norms and traditions. Just like you see that sometimes they give birth to a particular child and after they start growing, they say, no, the reason why you are not having this issue is because they have not performed some certain rites.
I beg to digress.
Yeah.
But I feel like what you're trying to say,
Yeah.
there's a difference. There's a difference between DNA
Yeah.
and ancestral.
Yeah.
You're coming from the
Tradition.
perspective of ancestral.
Yeah.
And nowadays, sorry to cut you short, yeah?
Yeah.
Nowadays we have ancestral kits.
Okay.
If you want to know your ancestry, you can take that test and it's going to let you know if you have Asian background,
Yeah.
African background, what kind of African background you
I
have.
beg
So
you.
Exactly.
Yeah. I beg you.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Take your time.
it's a different ballgame
Yeah,
entirely.
exactly.
When you talk about ancestral, it's
Yeah,
another thing entirely.
exactly.
What is DNA?
When
What
we talk about DNA,
Yeah.
we're talking
from
about
the perspective? From the perspective, you guys are coming
let me
from.
scratch your back.
No,
Huh?
no,
Yes.
no, Mr. Kingsley.
Can I-
Before you scratch my back, let me say
No,
this,
no,
yeah. Let me say this. You're the only one here. Let me say this.
Exactly. So from a man's perspective,
Okay.
and you're a lady,
Okay.
and from a man's perspective,
Okay.
for you to rest assured that you're not raising another man's kid,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's compulsory.
And like my question rightly stated, what do you think will be the reasons for this? Is it security? Is it fear? Is it trust? Or is it
That was
doubt?
why I spoke about mistrust.
Exactly, because
no,
there's no way.
You have a happy
There's no way you have just one wife
happy.
and she's always with you.
If your,
And then
if
you
your home
want
is
one.
really happy, you don't
Exactly.
even think about a DNA.
Hey,
In my own opinion,
second base. You
Exactly.
know why I say second base?
Mm-hmm.
Women are prone to a lot of things.
like what?
Shortcomings.
Like what?
Mr.
a moment of
Mr. Kingsley, this
moment
this
of
thing,
what?
excuse me, this
Still lads.
this thing you just said now leads me to it leads me to this question, yeah. Do you think DNA tests bring clarity to a family? Do you think it brings clarity to a family or it creates unnecessary tensions?
From your own perspective as a lady,
Mm-hmm.
you can say it brings unnecessary tension. But for a man that wakes up as early as 5:30 in the morning and gets back as late as 9:30 in the evening.
So what about the women that do the same thing?
Which I'm not talking about the women that does the same thing. I'm talking about a man.
And I'm
that
trying
is
to
okay.
tell you that there are women that do the same thing.
Hello, that does not change the fact that there is clarity in knowing that this child is mine. Because we've seen situations whereby you raise someone else's kid, and it will take you like 20 years or 30 years to realize that you've worked your ass out to raise someone else's kid.
Okay.
So he's as good as bread and butter from day one, from the onset, from birth, that this is my child. It has nothing to do with trust. It has nothing to do with anything. Let me give you an instance. For example, a lady can be raped, all because she wants to keep her home.
She'll
keep silent about it. So what happens? And again, being a biological father doesn't really necessarily mean that you have to be the biological father of a child.
So what do you think is DNA? Aside the DNA test, I'm saying to you, as per your religion, as per who you are as a person, what do you think DNA is?
Clarity.
No, it's clarity to you.
Clarity.
Perfect. To me, DNA is trust. What about you?
It's to me.
Hello.
To me, if you have a happy home, if you say you have a happy home, I don't see the need for a DNA test.
Thank you so much.
To me,
so this will bring me to my next question, right? It says, can asking for a DNA test damage a relationship, even if the result is positive? What do you think?
Actually, if you don't have any self-doubts or any eating skeleton, I don't see reason for self-doubts. I see reason for a kind of self-assurance. Like, okay, yeah, you can check the kids, and it actually even builds the love bond. It takes the love and the passion even to a greater height. That's for me.
Miss Hannah.
okay, if you need a DNA from your wife, yeah, let's do the DNA. I have nothing to hide. After all, a clear conscience fears no accusation, right?
Right.
Yeah, we will go ahead. We'll do the DNA. But the truth is, me as an individual, it will never be the same
again. Yeah.
I might not make it an issue. I may not become maybe aggressive or necessarily troublesome. But my how do I put it? It won't be the same. Let me just in a nutshell, it won't be the same.
You feel some
I'll
you feel heartbroken.
Yeah, heartbroken.
Yeah.
I feel heartbroken.
I understand.
Some sort of resentment
I
or
understand what
something.
you're
Yeah,
saying.
because it means you never trusted me like that.
Madam, from a lady's perspective,
Yeah.
it's understandable. But for me as a guy, you don't really have to know how to carry out the DNA test.
Oh, you're going to do it like in secret or
You know?
something.
You don't have to know.
You
But
take
the question
child
says,
and
the
the
question
guy's,
here says, can asking?
hospital.
We are talking about asking. It's a different thing to ask about for a
For
DNA
it.
test
It's
and to go
only
behind
a
to do it.
shadow-minded man that will come out openly and have a wife.
What do you mean by a shallow-minded man?
Yes, no, because why would I come and tell my wife?
Nah, is it not better to do it, like,
Because like what you said now,
yeah,
it will never be the same.
it will never be the same.
Because you are
honestly
aware.
speaking,
You are aware.
honest.
Mr. Kingsley, that brings us to the next question.
Before we go to the next question,
Okay.
like you said now,
Yeah.
it never remains the same. That's if you are aware of it. How about in the situation whereby you're not aware?
Better.
Exactly.
After all, I have
So
to
that's-
What's in a
that's-
situation whereby you mistakenly find the document? Which one ought
Oh
to
my
know?
God.
You.
It will never be the
How
same.
will you find the document? Are you the doctor?
For
But the
instance,
doctor
you have
Nothing is
to
hidden
the
under the
document
sun.
to
my
you.
brother.
So
Nothing is hidden
The
under
doctor
the
will
sun.
definitely give the documents to you.
To me.
Of course.
And it could be careless one day, or one day I could be too. I could be curious
Being
to
careless.
just start certain things. You know, women.
Being careless is another thing entirely. Are you not getting it? I don't even need any document at all. Are you not getting it? They've carried out the test. What is the result? All I need to do is to hear. Are you not getting it? I don't really need
Am I
the
the father or
result.
not?
Alas, I don't need to keep the results for you to see.
everything you're talking, you're personalizing it to yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We have been man.
No, it's what
It's going from a man's
Okay,
perspective.
wait. Okay, you want to say something? Go ahead and say it. I'm a man. I'm talking from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
Are you not getting it?
There are some men that they just keep document, they feel they have nothing in.
And this brings
You
us
can find out.
this brings us to the next question, right?
That's insensitive.
Can
Obama.
DNA test protect children, or does it risk emotionally harming them? Do you think DNA test protects children, or it risks emotionally harming them?
If to
Are you
me,
asking me or you're asking
I'm
me?
asking generally.
it emotionally harms them, in my own opinion. It does.
Wait first. How?
Because-
It emotionally harms them
How?
because imagine a man has been taking care of you.
Mhm.
And you've been calling him daddy for the last 10 years of your life.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, you have to
Mhm.
reconsider.
Okay, that brings me to the fact that I have to share my knowledge here. You see, astrologically, we don't advise people to go for DNA because there's what we call karma. There is no child that has come under your custody that you don't have past relationship with. So for that child to come up, there is a kind of connection in the past. So we advise that even if you get to know, even if you are going to take responsibility from distance, but do not allow it to take emotional
Effects on the child.
You guys are talking from a woman's perspective.
It's not you. This conversation is not. I don't have a child.
It's
I don't have a child.
realistic.
I don't have it. Yes.
Yeah, it should be this.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'll tell you for free.
What am I saying
I
here?
will
I'm
not
not saying it based on the
also
fact
my
that you're a woman.
house out to take care of another man's child.
And what if the child turns out right? What if the child
That's
turns out
another
right?
topic.
No, it's not.
No, seriously,
Excuse me.
seriously, I can debate this with you live.
Wait.
And I can tell you.
Wait, let me say something.
No, I'm not
Wait,
sorry. I'm not sorry.
Wait, sorry. Wait.
No, ladies
I'll
first.
tell you.
Let us say.
That if there is any reason why you would train another man's child, it's already in your chart. I can tell you
Child,
vividly.
yeah, that is your part.
Yes.
So you can't think of an adopted child.
An adopted child is understandable. Right? An adopted child.
But wait, it's your partner where you have this kind of mentality.
That is your own problem.
It's your partner.
If I found out myself,
Partner where.
if I find out myself, it's a different ballgame entirely. But if you come up to me and tell me yourself, it's a different ballgame entirely. You have to go through a DNA to find out that this child is not mine. So what are we fucking talking about? Wait, first. Wait. What are we talking about here?
You are asking me a question. Can I answer?
I'm not asking you a question.
You are asking me a question.
Wait,
Can I answer?
I'm not asking you a question.
Okay.
You are as a married woman.
Mm-hmm.
You went out of your way to spread your legs. For someone else.
See description.
Put down your pants.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you in fact, put down your pants. And you are giving, oh my god, doggy. I don't even want to imagine what you receive.
What if she was raped?
Raped is another thing entirely.
What if she was raped?
If you are
I
raped,
about that.
courtesy demand.
And she just wanted
You
to
come
save her
home
marriage by not
and tell
saying
me
anything.
you're raped. Are you not getting it? You come home and tell me, I was raped though.
You will still react the same way.
You will not.
You like this.
A rape. If you are raped, it takes 9 months for a child to be given back to.
So if I get raped tomorrow,
remove the pregnancy.
no, excuse me. If I get raped today and because I don't feel the need or I feel so scared to talk about it to my husband, and then the next day my husband fucks me, what are you trying to say?
Are you alright?
I'm very much alright.
You'll be alright.
Of course I am.
I can tell you 1000%. You cannot be
No,
alright.
I am.
Number
I
one,
am.
where were you raped?
How the fuck
So that's
does that concern you?
No. You see, that is the problem you're having
Because
now.
earlier on this episode, you said except she's raped.
And if you are raped, courtesy demands.
What country are you talking
You are
about?
talking about courtesy.
If I have a husband like you, I wouldn't want to tell you I've got raped.
Are you listening to yourself?
Yes.
It depends
If I
on
have a husband like you, if I have a husband like you, I wouldn't want to tell you
I
I
will
got
not have a
raped.
wife like you.
No.
I cannot have a wife like
I
you.
can't have a husband like you.
Exactly.
Actually,
Because
let's take it from this way. Let's take it from this way.
Yeah.
There is no reason why you should be so much fearful or afraid of your husband or your spouse.
Are you not getting
It
it?
depends on who you married.
No matter what,
Wait.
because there is nothing easy under the sky.
If you marry someone like this,
Wait,
if you marry someone with this kind of mentality,
From me,
you'll see that.
wait, Madam.
If you marry someone with this mentality,
I
you'll be scared.
I want to ask you a question.
I don't want to go down into that, but to still lead us to the kind of
Let us not talk
spouses
like
we have.
barbarians.
If you married your friends,
Okay.
if you marry someone you could speak to,
Okay.
if you marry someone you can confide in,
Okay.
you know, so we're going to be
See,
digressing.
At the end of the day,
I-
at the end of the day, I'm not married yet.
That is the problem we are having now.
Marriage,
Eh?
love could not be enough. People change.
E.g.
As long as you keep going, as long as you keep evolving, you keep meeting different people, you keep changing your lifestyle, people change.
How does that relate to what we are saying?
People, I know.
I'm asking
Can I land?
How does that relate to what we are saying?
She is saying you could marry someone today that could be your best friend, and
Yeah.
tomorrow it goes on to be your worst enemy.
How does that have to do?
Pay attention to what we are trying to say.
Hello,
We are talking about being open
you are
enough.
being defensive.
No,
here.
I'm not.
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not.
You are.
No, I am not.
You are.
No, I'm not. Let me let me bring you back to the main topic here.
Exactly.
We are talking about what if a woman was raped yesterday.
No. Now,
And we are saying no, don't cut me short, Mr. Christine.
it is irritating
No.
what you're saying.
How is it irritating?
Because number one, if you're raped, courtesy demands.
And she
Come on
has
and
said what
tell
you
your
said.
spouse.
But what I'm telling you now is that what if your spouse does not give you that comfort?
Why are you
supposed to have
in the first place?
No, the question
Because it was rosy before and it's not rosy now.
that goes to the back that
Ah.
no, you shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place.
Are you not
You
getting it?
cannot.
Exactly.
Because the question is the moment you can't
Simple.
communicate, you understand, in the future,
You are in the wrong
problem
relationship.
will occur. Even you cannot defend your children. You understand? So in
I'm
this
not
situation,
disputing. I'm not
Yeah.
disputing your facts. You have your opinions.
yeah, sure.
I have my own opinions.
Yeah.
Right?
Ah,
I have seen people that are so in love with each other. They get married, and after some time, things start to fall apart. People that were great communicators suddenly became people that don't even want to speak to each other about certain things. But still, they are still married, and then they still communicate. But it's no longer like when they were best friends.
Yeah,
See?
you know the reason why is most of the women are forgotten one day, which is the fact that there is this different communication where you are in a spouseship and when you come in into the marriage itself.
Two different things entirely.
When you are in the courtship, there is this level of okay, but the moment you come in, you have to come into the world where you have to come to the fact that there is submission, where you have to understand that you guys are no longer going to communicate in that level. But that doesn't give the room of the fact. The moment a woman understands that, she begins to have that idea, she begins to have this idea of respect. You understand? But that doesn't mean, just like I'm saying again, that you should be 100% submission into the extent that you cannot voice out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me cut this short.
Yeah.
Let me cut this short.
Sure.
Some ladies, they form raped. Whereas, they enjoy it. Because if you are actually raped, against your will, the first thing you will do, number one, is to tell your spouse that I was raped. And you want to get justice by all means. Are you not getting it?
Yeah.
If somebody raped you against your will, are you not getting it? You would be like, oh my God, how can you do this to me? And you wait, I will go to the extreme to make sure that individual is punished. Because there is a law against rape anywhere in the world. So if you are in a relationship where you're raped and you cannot tell your spouse, we are not talking about boyfriend and girlfriends here. We're talking about a married woman. Two different things. If you are just dating somebody.
What if she's in shock?
Shock.
Yeah. What if she's too shocked to process?
Wait.
What if she's too shocked to process?
After
Because something traumatic just happened to you.
Yes.
It's gonna take you some time to process what happened to you.
Do you know what the shock is?
You're gonna be having these emotions.
What is real?
You're gonna be
is someone
forcefully
sleeping with you against your will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want this. But you had your way with
So
it.
how is rape enjoyable?
Now that's what I'm saying. If like what you're saying now, you're talking about rape. I'm raped. And you cannot tell
your spouse.
your spouse. That is not rape.
That is not.
I'm telling you for
What makes you
truth.
think that's not rape?
Because why? Like you said, the shock. You know what the shock is?
She's too traumatized.
Do you know what? Do you know what trauma?
She's
Do you know
traumatized.
what trauma is?
She's
Do you know what?
traumatized.
Do you know what trauma is?
Forceful.
You cannot hide the trauma. I'm telling you, you
You
cannot
can
hide.
hide trauma. You can hide it. No.
How do you want to hide,
You
hide
can
trauma?
hide it, especially rape trauma. You can hide rape trauma.
If you hide it,
Because you're gonna be having mixed emotions. You're gonna be thinking about a lot.
number
of
one.
things.
Now
You're
let's
gonna be
break
thinking
down.
about the stigma.
Being raped.
You're gonna be thinking about the stigma.
number one.
You're gonna be thinking about
Madam,
the emotional.
Actually, that is what.
how were you raped? Number one. How were you raped? Number one. Let's start from that.
Okay, now
Wait.
You're overly excited.
Business.
It doesn't mean.
There's so many.
It doesn't
in an
mean.
hotel. I don't have to come into your room.
So if I come and see your hotel to discuss this business, you can rate me.
I will not allow me and you to be under.
Okay, that means you have tendency of rape.
Women, we have seen a situation whereby a woman comes to your hotel room.
We're enjoying this topic a little too much. Can we say something else? This guy begin to piss me off.
Please let me use myself.
For example,
Why he has been
But we are not talking about the
let her talk.
the objective
I'm talking about children.
is the fact that okay, let us take this DNA test, not for anything, for clarity purpose.
Kalas, church close.
We are asking how does this make children feel?
Wait.
How does it make the children, not the man?
Children.
Children. You still want to. So next question now is living in doubt more important than living with a painful truth? What do you think?
Living with a painful truth, I think it's better off. Because living in doubt can actually give you IBP. Because every day of your life you're actually living in a like you're walking on an eggshell. You
Yeah.
understand? So but like it's better, yeah, whatever I want to face, let me face the consequences
Once and for all.
and let me just
The truth is
move
always
on.
bitter, but
If I perish, I perish.
yeah, the truth is always bitter, but the
Why
truth is
don't we
always
swallow? We have to swallow that pill.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So does DNA testing heal insecurity or does it expose deeper trust issues?
I think it heals insecurity because number one, it actually gives the concerned relief.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you no
Mm.
longer have to live in fears. Nobody have to
Oh,
exploit
doubts.
you on the same. And for the other party, it actually and take it for instance. So men can be very understanding, provided you come out straight.
Colors.
You understand?
Colors.
So men can be very
You have a
understanding.
point there.
Yeah, provided you come out straight.
Simple.
Yeah, you have
But
a point
provided they
there.
are not getting the secret themselves. If
See.
you come out straight to them,
Sorry,
fine.
let me come in there.
Alright, sir.
The word insecurity
Yeah.
is totally wrong.
Okay.
There's nothing like being insecure. Being insecure here.
Okay.
Like you said, if she can come out
Yeah.
and tell you to your face that this is what happened, it's a different ballgame entirely than you finding out yourself.
Exactly.
Going through the route of a
Exactly.
DNA test.
Yeah.
Because I will say this and I will say this for free. It takes two to tango.
Mm.
From the act of raising your legs up
Yeah.
and being smashed
Yeah.
to the extent that you took in,
Yeah.
and you have that audacity
Yeah.
to bring it to your husband
Yeah.
that this is your child.
Yeah.
Abba.
You don't know the process of the smashing. No.
Okay.
You don't know the process.
Okay. Can you explain to me?
If it was consensual or not consensual.
E.g.
So let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys
Because you're talking as if you know we also have to think about the consent and non-consent aspect of the
very
smashing
important.
you're talking
Very
about.
important.
E.g. for example.
Yeah, you sound like there is no room for unconsensual smashing.
No.
We also have to
Wait,
think about this. You understand?
wait.
Because you sound like the woman is always happy for her legs to be lifted, and always happy to do whatever smashing.
Exactly.
Let me use the word.
Let me
understand?
ask you guys this
Oh.
question.
Sometimes
right?
sometimes it's not the way you are.
Can you
Exactly.
expatiate?
Exactly. But let me ask this
See, if
question.
we start expatiating,
Yeah, it's deeper. It goes deeper. It goes deeper. But the question now is peace more important than the truth? Is peace more important than the truth?
The truth is more important than peace because eventually this peace is on a shaky foundation. Somebody can drive that with me. Because there's no peace in the first place. This peace is just shallow.
And you know
It's only because there's no peace. Because every day of the victim's life, you begin to actually wonder will the truth come out. So in reality, there is no peace.
For both parties.
No, for both.
For the concerned, because she's living every day in fear.
Are you not getting it?
But the moment she says the truth, even if see, for every man, one thing I've discovered about men is the moment you can come out at that particular time, they might be in rage. Yeah, they can be very furious.
Yes.
But the same man will actually go back now. What takes you to actually say the truth shows you're a victim.
Confirm. 1000%
But the
right.
moment you are keeping it
To yourself.
you understand, it shows like you're actually
You are
guilty.
enjoying it. It's not about
this is
you are
just my
enjoying
step.
it.
So guys,
If you're not caught, you will continue.
okay. Thank you very
It's
much
as simple as
for all
that.
your
This is the
tips.
issue
Yeah.
makes me.
Now,
Like the mentally look as if
yes, now.
and you're taking this one as personal.
No,
it can make it look like the woman is always up to some
Women.
sort of some sort of atrocity
You
or
guys don't
something.
understand. Huh? I'm talking from experience. God have mercy. God forgive me. I'm not getting, I'm a man.
Yeah.
I'm not righteous.
Yeah.
I've lived a life whereby a girl, a woman, is giving you and a call comes in, and she will receive it as if nothing is happening. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the gospel truth. When a woman is somewhere enjoying her life, and the husband will call her, and she will tell the guy,
Are you saying?
what
are you saying now?
to close this segment, it has been one very interesting segment. But to close this segment, I would like to ask one last or second to the last question, right? What do you think, or what do you guys think actually keeps a home? Is it certainty, is it trust, or is it commitment? What do you think actually keeps a home and makes it happy and conducive for everybody?
Trust.
For your opinion, is trust, yeah? Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so
Trust and commitment.
called trust and commitment. What about you, Kinsley?
From my own perspective, trust is hand.
Mm.
I cannot just wake up one morning and start trusting anybody. You must earn my trust.
Yeah.
I cannot just trust you blindly. No.
You gotta prove it.
You have to give me
We're talking about what keeps
a home.
a home.
Yeah.
Obviously, before you have a home with someone,
Mm-hmm.
you guys must have gone through the stages of commitment and
So, is
courtship
it the
and stuff.
commitment that is
So
making you?
yeah, so
is it
what
is it
really
the
keeps your
trust?
home happy?
Is it the so which of it is making you keep the home?
Yeah,
Trust and commitment.
commitment. Yeah. Okay. So
Trust. And commitment.
okay. Thank you guys so much for being on this episode with us.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. And finally, before we close this segment, this has been one of the most interesting segments we've had on this podcast. And I hope someday, some way, somehow, I would still like to have we all gathered here to discuss something more for the future. But finally, I want you guys to leave us with these parting words for this last question I would like to ask. What advice would you give? What advice would you give to couples that are going through this DNA issues, positive DNA, negative DNA? Does he trust me? Does she not trust me? Why is he doing DNA? What advice would you give such couples going through such traumas? Facing this decision, should I do the DNA test? Should I not do the DNA test? What advice would you actually give these couples?
For me, if the woman, as a woman, doesn't have any skeleton in the cupboard, I think it actually even builds the bond more at home. And if surely she has a skeleton in the cupboard, I want her to take this courage as this podcast is coming up to speak up. It's better late than never.
Thank you
So
so much.
speak up and build your home. If it's telling you to live honorably than living in shame.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Richie Gold. And I really appreciate the fact that you came on the show with us. And for me, my own opinion is this. For every bridge, if I should build a bridge today, what is a bridge? A bridge is meant to be a crossing point from one point to another. When the bridge starts to shake, everybody gets scared and nobody wants to die on that bridge because obviously it can collapse. So what do you do to a bridge that is shaking? You do a lot of reinforcements and you make the bridge stronger, yeah? So if at any point in time you feel like your bridge is shaking, what do you have to do? Is it that you do the reinforcements, and if you feel like at that point in time, based on the damage the bridge has accumulated, that reinforcements cannot fix the bridge, what do? You tear it down and you start all over again. So it's okay to start all over again. It's okay to move on with your life. It's okay to mend these bridges. But at the end of the day, remember not to lose yourself in trying to mend these bridges or build these bridges afresh.
And for me, if there's no need for a DNA, then it shouldn't be done. But secondly, if there's a way the DNA can be done as soon as you're giving birth as a woman, as soon as you're giving birth as a woman, let it be done then. So that all levels or forms of doubts, mistrust will be squashed at that point in time. As soon as the child is born, let it be done. And if there's no need, if there's no reason, peradventure is not done when the child is given birth to, at that point in time, eventually as maybe as child gets older.
But are you coming from the perspective of children can be changed after birth in the hospitals. No hospital is to be trusted, right?
Yeah, that also that's also included, but I just feel if there's no need, if the child is even like older or anything, if there's no need for it,
There's
then
no need
just
for
live
it.
in peace.
Yeah. Thank you.
Secondly, but if you feel if you feel that okay, because there are people that already think about this DNA even before their child is born.
True.
Yeah, so at birth, let it be done, and then let every form of mistrust,
Die
doubt, and
down.
everything
Yeah.
be squashed. Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Kingsley, what do you have to say?
Hmm. When it comes to this particular topic, first thing first, DNA is not necessary, but for a man that wants clarity, and for a man to want clarity, then he must have observed one or two things. So to clear your conscience, if you think going for a DNA would clear your conscience, please don't hesitate to carry or conduct a DNA test. Your wife, the kids don't necessarily have to know about it. That is one. And again, a woman that is once faithful can, after 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, choose to misbehave. So what am I saying in essence? It cuts across a lot of, how will I put it? You as a man, do what you think suits you.
Yes.
If you feel like carrying out or conducting a DNA test for your own sanity and mental health, please do.
Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with us on this episode of Speak Up with Ebony Podcast Studio. And I will tell you for a fact that this has been our most exclusive studio because we discuss really, really life challenging issues in African homes and all around the world. So, for one last time, I would like my guests to introduce themselves to you and let's get to know them, get familiar with their voices, and get familiar with their face because we'll be seeing them often on this channel. And on my right, I have.
My name is Rachel Adefiri. Thank you so much for hosting us.
Thank you so much for coming by.
And I'm an insurance practitioner. If you have any question concerning insurance, claims, underwriting, any form of insurance, be it general life, you can actually contact me. However, I am working in a logistic firm which is into cargo shipments to any part of the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. I really do
My
appreciate
pleasure.
you. I appreciate every of your inputs,
Thank
and
you.
you're a very smart person. And I would want to meet you someday, some way, somehow.
My
And I
pleasure.
hope when we send out our invite, you'll be right here with us. And on my right, on my left, I have.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm a real estate consultant here in Dubai. You could contact me for all your real estate inquiries. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you so
show.
much for coming. You made it so
Thank you
interesting.
so
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your inputs and I appreciate everything. And I hope to see you guys someday in the
Sure.
studio. And I hope you honor our invitation
Sure,
when next
of
we
course.
invite you. We are
Sure.
still growing and we want to grow with people like you because I believe that we all have the potentials to grow together. Thank you so much for coming. I really do
Yes,
appreciate
it's our
it.
pleasure.
And I still have one last guest, and his name is.
Mr. Kingsley.
I'm Kingsley. I'm into real estate. Once you have any concern or requirements regarding real estate, I am your one-stop shop to contact. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And with that, we've come to the end of this episode. And don't forget to speak up. This is Ebony Podcast Studio. Have a nice one, guys. See you next time.
This is Ebony Podcast Studio. Speak up and you'll be heard. I want you to speak up your mind. For this place, we no deny. Listen, we don't judge, no be